Ja, dit moet net wat voor ons kunnen zijn, denk je niet?
Ja.
In 1977, we made the first plans for a world tour over land. 37 years later, the dream became reality. We spent 4 years on the road, traveling through 5 continents. Our journey came to a sudden stop in Southeast Asia due to Corona. We have hit the road again, but nobody knows where and when our voyage will end. We stayed in Eindhoven in the Netherlands and prepared our trip. Now we are ready to go. We make a 1-week trip to Sardinia. Because our flight is leaving early in the morning from Amsterdam, we take a train from Eindhoven the evening before and stay overnight on Schiphol Airport in a hotel. The flight is to Olbia. There we've rented the car and then it's about an hour's drive to Oliena. This is our accommodation for the coming week. A countryside house just outside Oliena with a great view over the valley. Naar de Su Gologone. Dat is eigenlijk waar die ondergrondse rivieren van die grotten, dan het eigenlijk ontspringt. Near our house is Su Gologone. At this place, the underground river system in the mountains here comes above the ground and forms a spring. I'm now busy with a 20-minute short walk. It's a panoramic walk, and that should take me to some nice viewpoints, as you can see here. It's a bit rough, a bit of a rough place to walk, but it's rather beautiful. And let's take a moment to enjoy the view over the valley. May very well be the valley where we were this morning. After Su Gologone, we continue to Valle Di Lanaitho, some 8 kilometers driving. Just after we've parked the car, we come across an abandoned chalk factory. We walk for some 2.5 kilometers along the river, and then we see a sign that after another 2.5 kilometers there will be an excavation and a cave. When we are wondering whether we should walk that extra distance, a car is arriving and we ask them what's going on. And then they tell us, problema, problema. It appears that because of the rain the road is blocked, and then we decide to return. The first thing we do today is to visit Dorgali. Dorgali is one of the towns nearby. It's not the most beautiful of towns in Sardinia, but the nice ones are at least 2.5 hours driving away one way, and we've decided that that's not worth it.
Na, wir gehen am Freitag fliegen wir wieder zurück, nur eine Woche.
Nur eine Woche, aber schön Sardinien, ne?
Ja.
Bisschen kalt,
Ja, jetzt ist es besser. Wenn wir angekommen sind am Freitag, war es alles Regen und das war nicht schön.
Ein bisschen Regen gehabt, ne?
Ja.
Okay, viel Spaß noch,
danke.
Ne?
Ja, zeker.
After Dorgali, we drive down to Cala Gonone, a village along the beach. It's abandoned in this time of the year, but it's a nice place to walk along the beach and also to have some lunch there. Lunches was all stuff that we bought and brought ourselves because all restaurants are still closed.
Nou, we kunnen dus 2 dingen doen. We kunnen vandaag nog dat Bono en die hoogvlakte rijden. Dat is dan dus zoals die route die we zondag gereden hebben, maar dan wat verder.
Ja. Even kijken, wat was nou nog meer het alternatief en nog?
On Sardinia are many excavations of the Nurragic civilization. The Nurragic civilization lasted from about the 18th century before Christ, the Bronze Age, up to the Roman civilization in 200 before Christ. Serra Orrios is one of the best preserved Nurragic complexes. The village consists of 100 circular huts, built with a base of rows of stones and originally covered with branches. The huts are simple or divided into different rooms, also to keep the animals, typical of a society dedicated to agriculture and breeding, overlooking a single courtyard with a well. Niches or closets have been created in the walls. The floors are in stone slabs, cobblestones or simple beaten earth. Clay and perhaps cork was used to waterproof the buildings. The houses are grouped into 3 blocks, connected by small streets and squares. After visiting the excavation, the guard recommends us to visit the Tombi dei Giganti as well. It is quite nearby, so we drive there. After lunch we go out for a walk that we have found on the map. We got stuck in the narrow streets of Oliena, but we managed to get out without any scratches on the car. And at the end of the day we need of course to do some shopping.
Oh, kaas.
The plan for today is to go to Baunei, that's a mountain village a little bit south of here. We'll drive along the SS125, that's a beautiful mountain road, and then from there we can drive a short trip into the Altiplano di Golgo, and that's a beautiful area where we probably are able to make some nice walk. We made our first stop along the SS125 to enjoy the beautiful view and also to see this old building. It's interesting, in Italy you see sometimes at the most remote places abandoned buildings that had some government function in the past, and beautiful painted with graffiti sometimes. Everywhere on Sardinia you see and hear the flocks of goats and sheep. You can hear the bells everywhere, and also here we have to stop. We have arrived at Baunei. We first now will look for a cup of coffee, preferably a nice terrace with a view over the valley. Ah, dit moet net wat voor ons kunnen zijn, denk je niet?
Ja.
Buongiorno. Un caffè lungo e un cappuccino per favore.
Prego.
Grazie. Nou, de caffè lungo is niet helemaal door elkaar gekomen.
Oh, je hebt zo'n
Nee, een klein bakje.
Of een...
Ja. Dat hoort erbij. Ja, het gaat denk ik toch een beetje langs deze lijn en dan het is denk ik tamelijk langwerpig dorp. Gewoon langs de... Buongiorno. We continued the road, fortunately not too many nerving hairbands in Baunei, to the Altiplano di Golgo, and the first thing we'll do now is to have some lunch. We bought food in the supermarket before we took off, and we're going to have that now. It looks like we're not alone here. We saw immediately a dog coming up when we stopped, and now also a couple of donkeys is stopping here and trying to beg for some food. And that's not surprising. If you look at the grass here, how dry it is and how short, it's really a mystery how these animals can survive at this place. Today we are returning to the Netherlands, so we're up early to prepare our trip. It's 9:15 now and we've arrived at the airport. We refueled and we returned the rental car. So we checked in our baggage and we're now waiting for the plane to arrive. Nu aan de rechterkant. Dus weer de eerste rij, maar dan aan de rechterkant. Oh ja. Als we even twee die hebben. We arrived on time in Amsterdam. And we are now just waiting for our bag to appear on the conveyor belt. We are on the train to Eindhoven now. We caught it without any waiting, so that was nice. So we completed the trip to Eindhoven, and we are now at Eindhoven railway station for the last short stretch by bus. We made it back home,